Hi viewers, welcome to World of CNC. This is slide number 3. In this slide, say in the previous slide number 2, we discussed manual programming, how to write the program manually. Now we are going to introduce a canned cycle to minimize the number of lines. Say this is syntax for canned cycle, syntax for rough turning cycle G71. We have two lines, the G71 cycle. First line will be U and R. Second line will be P, Q, U, W, F. There are two lines. By using these two lines, we are going to write the program. The number of lines will be less. So in the first line, U and R is there. So what is U? U is nothing but a depth of cut every time. Say stock removal in x-axis. Right side, every time we are downing the tool, x value we are decreasing. How much mm we are decreasing the x value, that is nothing but u. This is a canned cycle, we can use 0.5. So we can give the value 0.5 as a depth of cut every time. Say every cut is over, left side we have to retract the tool 1 mm. Lifting the tool and then come back. For retraction, how much amount we are giving, that is R value. So depth of cut 0.5 we can give and retraction will be 1 mm left side. So in the first line, right and left will be over. Second line of the syntax P, Q. So P is nothing but starting block number, start line of program. Where we have to start. Say this is the starting point P. So what is the coordinate point at this point that we have to write. Okay. Here the value will become x 20, z will be 0. So 20 comma 0 is the P value. And Q. Q is nothing but end line of program, end of program. Say this is the maximum diameter in our profile, 50 mm to be turned, maximum. This is the last point, nothing but Q value. So P is the starting block number, Q will be the end block number. In between we have so many points that we are going to write in the program. PQ is over, U and W. Say during rough turning cycle, maximum amount of material will be removed. We will get the proper profile like this, but the finishing will not be good on the surface of the workpiece. To get better finish, we have to leave some stock throughout the surface on both axes, both x and z axis. Say how much mm we are leaving, that we have to mention, that is nothing but u and w. Simply we can say 0.2 mm. W also 0.2 mm. Okay, both axes we are leaving 0.2 mm stock. That will be removed during the next cycle, finishing cycle G70 operation. Okay, so here also we are going to input that starting block number, end block number with the feed rate only we are writing. Simply we are omitting that U and W here. That only we are going to remove now. Okay, so that we have to leave some stock, that is U and W. Yep, already we know the feed rate. Say feed rate will be feed per revolution. It may be 0.1 or 0.2, 0.3 like that. It's a fractional value. Okay, now we know all the values. In the first line, every time depth of cut 0.5, retraction 1 mm. Second line, where to start, where to end, how much stock we are leaving for finishing cycle. what is the feed rate we are giving, that only we are going to input. Okay, so this is the syntax. You just go through this, and then next one is finishing cycle, syntax for finishing cycle, G70 PQF. For this, one more tool we have to select, that is nothing but a finishing tool. It will clear the left out material. We will get better finish on the surface. Next, first of all, we will see the coordinate values for each and every point on the profile. Say this is 0, 0. For a turning cycle, we have to start from P. Say this is 20, 0. X value will be 20, Z value will be 0. This is a reference point, already we know. Starting from this, and the cutter is moving to this point. So what is the coordinate value here? X is not changing, Z only changing, minus 25. Okay, why? Because the tool is coming inside the workpiece, so that minus value will come for length. So that X 20, Z minus 25. Next point, both are changing. X value as well as Z value both are changing here, so that we are getting the tapered portion. What is the value here? X 30 and Z minus 40. Next point, X is not changing. X 30 the same, Z value will be 50, and here the next point, X only changing, no change in Z. So X value will be 40, Z minus 50. Next point, no change in X, Z value will be minus 75. Here X only changing to X 50, no change in Z. The last point will be no change in X, Z only changing, minus 100. So that we are writing all the values. Initially, the stock will be like this, 52 mm diameter and length will be 120 mm. Okay, so this is the concept. Right side, depth of cut, material removal, retraction, and then come back. So this is the concept. The next slide, we will see the program now. First we have to start with the capital letter O and following 4-digit number. This is identity. Next one is a metric input. So what is the unit we are using? Whether it is inches or metric. So we are following metric input only. G21 we are using. What type of feed rate? G99, feet per revolution. Next we are going to change the tool. Before that, moving the tool to reference point by using G28 U and W command. Moving the tool to 0 point. Tool changing M06. At the reference point only we are changing. M06 tool changing command. T01 is the tool number. The next 01 is the offset of that particular tool. Initially we are taking X and Z offset. We are storing the data against tool number 1 with the same number 01. Next one is spindle rotation by using M03 command with some speed of 1200 RPM. Now the tool is far away from the workpiece. Bring the tool very closer to the job by using rapid traverse. Keep it at X55 and Z5. Slightly away from the workpiece. And then move the tool to reference point 0 point. Horizontally move the cutter and then vertically move the cutter to do the facing operation. for all the turning cycle we have to do phasing operation first, so that Z value will be perfect, Z0 will be perfect. Say up to x minus 1 we are moving the cutter. Instead of x0 we are putting x minus 1 mm, extending the tool limit below the reference point. Due to nose radius, small protrusion will be formed at the middle. To avoid that, up to x minus 1 we are moving. Next, after phasing operation is over, come out to Z1, 1 mm away from the workpiece, right side, and then go back to X52, the raw material size, diameter. Clear? Say up to this is a phasing operation. Again, back the tool to X52. Simply we are going to introduce that Kant cycle G71 two lines. Okay, the first line, already I told 0.5 depth of cut every time. Automatically the machine will calculate every time depth of cut as 0.5. Every time retraction will be 1 mm. So right side and left side is over. The second line of the syntax, starting block number, end block number. Say for P, any value we can give. P1, P10, P1000, P100, any value we can give. What value we are giving for P, with that value we have to start the Kant cycle number with the N10. Okay, P10 means N10 we have to start. P1, N1, like that it has to come. Initially, Q value we won't write. We will not know the number of points. So finally we can input the Q value. Okay, first we will write P value only, P10. We are writing the cycle numbers. The last line of the profile, what value we are getting, N90. That depends upon the profile. Okay, so this 90 to be substituted in the Q value finally. Okay, now we will know starting block number, end block number. Say what is the finishing allowance we are giving, 0.1 on both axes. Feed rate will be 0.1. Okay, so these things we are going to input now. Next, start with N10, G01. Linearly we are moving the cutter to X20 and Z0. So where is X20? This is the starting point, P value. First we have to write this point. One by one we are going to write all these points now. Next, Z minus 25 with N20. Next, N30, X30 and Z minus 40. Say both are changing for taper turning. Next, Z minus 50. No change in X. N50, X40. No change in Z value. Next one is N60, Z minus 75, N70, X50, N80, Z minus 100. Say after completing the cycle, we have to retract the tool finally to X55 or 52, any value. Okay, so that the tool will be free now. And then go back to home position, tool reference point, and switch off the spindle. Now we left some stock 0.1 for finishing. That has to be removed now. For that we have to change one more tool by using M06 T0202. Once again switch on the spindle with 2000 RPM. Once again bring back the cutter to position at X55 and Z5. And then simply write the syntax for finishing cycle G70 PQF, P10 Q90. Already we have written here. The same we have to input here also. If you write G70 PQF value, once again the tool will be following these coordinate points and then come back to the original position where we fixed initially, and then go back to reference point switch off the spindle, and finally put M30, that is nothing but a program end. So this is the entire program. Now we can compare the manual program, 100 lines we have written. This is the program for CAN cycle. Say around 20 lines only coming. Okay, so easily we can compare this. So which one is better? Manually manual is simple or CAN cycle is simple. Now we know the difference. Now we will see the software. Say while writing the program, open Notepad, switch on the caps, and then type your program neatly with some space between each and every command, so that easily we can find out the errors. Like this we have to write, and then now we are using the software. Say I entered the program by using hyperlink here. Now I am opening the program. You just click here and then open hyperlink. Say this is already typed in the notepad. Select all and then open the software. Say this is already we know simulation area, program editor page, error indication area. Now we are going to input the program here. Say one more point I missed to tell. While writing the program, say these are all G01 only. No change in the code. Suppose we have curvature in between anywhere. We have to write a G02 or G03 so that we will get the curvature portion. In this profile, no curvature is there. So that I am writing G01 for all. If it is a G01 up to N90, no need to write G01 every time. Simply we can write the change in X value or Z value only. No change in X, no need to write. Z only we can write. No change in Z, X value only we can write. Like that we can write the program up to the last. So this is called modal function. Until we are changing the code. That is called modal function. Now, after entering the program, we have to do the syntax. Nothing but verifying our program. Now the program is verified. Say if there is no error in our program, automatically the software will go to the next stage, tool changing. Say here two serial numbers are there. Why? Because in this program we are using two cutters, so that two serial numbers are coming. Okay. Click here and open this tree. External turning tool to be selected. Say for rough turning cycle 1.2 or 0.8 nose radius to be selected. So in this library 0.8 is there. You just click here and click OK. The second tool, same type of tool, external turning only, but the nose radius will be 0.2 or 0.4. So which one is available in our library, we can select. So I am selecting 0.4 as nose radius and then give OK. Second tool also selected. Give OK. Now we have to select the machine. What type of, which type of machine we have to select. There are two types, A type and B type. For this, we have to select A type of machine. Select OK. Next one is raw material setup. Nothing but a blank setup. So what is the length maximum? So in our profile 120 mm is there. Put 120 and then what is the maximum diameter of the raw material, that we have to input 52 mm. Initially we are doing facing operation. For that, how much allowance we are giving, that we have to input for the Z value. Okay, so 120 mm length, 52 mm diameter, 1 mm for facing allowance. Okay, and then click OK. Now that raw material is not visible, select a line command and then solid mode. The raw material is the maximum size displaying. To minimize that, we are using some zooming commands. Select this icon, job will be minimized. If you want to zoom the component, click here and click at one corner diagonally outside, drag it, click another corner, we will get the profile clearly. Now we will do the simulation. Say enter the program, do syntax, tool selection, machine selection, and then blank. After that we will do the simulation. Already we know these icons. The entire program will run for every tool change, line by line. Start simulation. Select. If you want, we can decrease the speed of the simulation. This is increase, decrease or increase. Selecting all. Start simulation. So in the right side where the cutter is moving, at which point the tool is, every time we can see the values. While executing the program, the color of the tool will be changing, red and green frequently. So what is the meaning? When the tool color is red, the tool is free from the workpiece, non-cutting operation. When the tool color is green, material is removing, the tool is touching the material. Whenever the tool is free from the workpiece, G00. Whenever the tool is touching the material, it is G01. For writing CNC program, we have to memorize some important G codes and M codes. What type of unit we are following, what type of feed rate we are following. These things we must know. Say for each and every cut, the tool is horizontally coming, no change in X. For taper turning only, the tool will be moving taperly. Now we can see almost all the operations are over. Say now rough turning cycle is over. The tool is changing. This is a finishing tool. Now it is removing the left out material of 0.1. So this is the way to execute. Now we know how to write the program, how to simulate, how to get the profile. Okay, in the next slide we will see the slide number 4, we will see the grooving operation, radial grooving. For that, how to write the program, how to execute, that we will see later in the next slide number 4. Okay, you just go through this video and understand the concept. Here we can see what type of tool we are using. Okay, now where the tool is. So what is the x coordinate, z coordinate, what is the spindle speed, what is the feed rate. So these things we know. Okay, in the next slide we will see. Thank you all.